There are times when it's not a great pleasure to be correct. This is one of those times. 2 days ago, I told you that I believe this whole setup, this whole war in with Israel against Gaza, and that's what it is, that this was a setup by Netanyahu and his government to take Israel, to take Gaza, just to take it. So they would then have everything from the river to the sea. That was 2 days ago that I made that prediction. Yesterday, I woke up, turned on the TV, and right away, there it is, that the Israeli government had made a determination, and the Israeli government voted on it and concluded that they were going to annex Gaza. They were going to go in, they were going to take it over, they were going to push the people of Gaza down to a little teeny strip of land right next to Egypt. And of course, Egypt's not going to take them, so where are they going to go? And then they were just going to take it all over, and they're going to do what they wanted with it. And that's what I told you was going to happen. This whole thing was a setup. And the next thing they're going to do, once they've gotten rid of what's left of Gaza, then they're going to turn around and do the same thing in the West Bank. That's my prediction, and you're going to hear it, and it's going to be true. And then Netanyahu will have realized his dream, which is for the entire area of Israel, which used to be Palestine, British mandate Palestine, no Israel there for thousands of years, and it was only there for a blink of an eye anyway with the kingdom of David. And that's their objective, and he's realizing it. This whole thing was a setup. That's why they waited for 8 hours. That's why they didn't do anything ahead of time. They knew this thing was coming. They had been forewarned. That information has never been disputed by anybody in the Netanyahu government. And Trump is all in for him. You know, we heard what he said when this thing first took over the presidency. He said, well, we could just turn it into basically like a Las Vegas. It'd be a wonderful wonderland. Well, what about the people living there? They didn't give a damn. He doesn't care about those people. Netanyahu doesn't care about those people. And then they wonder why there are people in this country who are furious at what's going on in Gaza. And then they take people that protest about that, which I guess should include me. I'd like to see them come and take me. Oh, bastards. So, you know, this is what makes me so damn mad about these Republicans. And if you're a Republican, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be. They're bullies. And Donald Trump is the biggest bully of all, and I hate bullies. You know, when I grew up in the military. We moved around all the time, which meant every 5 minutes I was at a new school. And every time as a young kid, I didn't have brothers or sisters. I didn't know anybody. And every time I go to school, I'd be the new kid. And what do bullies do with the new kid? They pick on him. They pick on me once. Once. That's probably why I'm a trial lawyer today. So I hate that. And this is what Trump is. He's a bully. Netanyahu is a bully. These are people who will use their power to get more power, and they don't care who gets hurt. Remember that when you look at what this guy's doing, and if you're inclined to say, well, let's give it a chance, look at the people that are getting hurt. Look at the people that were hurt with the Dodge thing. All these people, I think it was like something like 80,000, maybe more, hard-working government employees fired on the spot with no attempt to determine whether or not they were doing their job right. These people had kids. They have mortgages. They're living paycheck to paycheck. Do you think they cared about them? No. Look at the way they're dealing with these people, the supposed criminals that they're rounding up, without ever any determination to be made if they really are criminals. It's cruel. It's cruel, and they're hurting people. Netanyahu is hurting people big time in Gaza. So the only thing we can do is speak out against it. I'm speaking out against it because it pisses me off, and it should piss you off too. And that's it. I'm going to stop now before I really get pissed off, and then you get pissed off at me for being pissed off at them, and then my dog is mad at me because he's always mad at me anyway. So on that note, I'm gonna try to calm down, and maybe tomorrow I'll even shave. I don't know. Now I gotta find this button to turn this stupid thing off. Did that work? Was that it? No. There it is. Bye.